Okay, today we're going to take a look at Dashy. Say you have a bunch of containers over time and you don't want to remember, you know, local IP or slash web dot port and all that, and you don't want a bunch of browser bookmarks leading to each thing, say, like on my uh, subset system on my tower, I have my audiobooks, my ebooks, uh, my music collection, and you don't remember the port for every single one of these containers. Well, there is a program that can help you, and it's called Dashy. Now, Dashy is a little resource intensive for what it does, but it is handy. I'm sure you can find other ones out there that do the same thing that are less resource intensive, but the customization on Dashy is a bit, you can really get to the details, let's say. So let's go ahead and call this Dashy, and it's by Lissy93. So we're going to go ahead and get our pull, copy that, go back to Portainer, and we'll do Lissy. And again, for our demonstrations, we're going to pull latest. Okay. Now that we have that, we can close. Oh, no, we don't close. We need documentation. So go ahead and close that. And here's deploying. And we want our deployment for Docker. Okay, so what do we need? Port 8080. I think we're already using port 8080 if I remember. So we're going to map a port. On the host, we'll use 8081, but still inside of the container, we're going to use 8080. So we got that. And we're going to need to do app user data conf YAML for the container on a volume. So let's go down, find our volumes. We'll map a volume and bind and paste. So now we're going to go to make our Dashy folder. So downloads, create a new folder. We'll call this Dashy. Let's go inside of Dashy. And we will go grab an example configuration file. Do raw. We will do a control A and a control C. Now this is just to get us going really fast. Alright, actually, you know what we could have done? Let's go back. Is there a pull or a download on that? No, there's not. Okay, so we do need to do raw on it. So we will go back to Dashy. I'm going to do this through terminal real quick, so let's do touch conf dot YAML. That'll give us our YAML file, our blank YAML file, I should say. Open with Featherpad, Scratchpad, Notepad, whatever you're using. Go ahead and paste that in there. And we will save. That way we just have one up and going real quickly. So we'll copy this path, go back to our Portainer, where we are hosting on ours our conf dot YAML. Okay. Now that we've done that, you would want to set this to always restart. I want to set mine to never. And that should be good. Okay. So let's go ahead and close that. We'll keep that open just in case. So now, let's deploy our container. Again, if it takes a second, don't mind me, because this one I did not pre-pull. Now come on, Dashy. I know you're decently sized, but I know you're not that big. This is also in the earlier videos where I said if you have internet troubles, it may also make a pull take a while. There we go. Now Dashy is getting started. Let's see, take a look at our logs here. Dashy starting, setting itself up. Okay, so if we go back to containers, while it's getting started, yep, we are on 8081. Let's go back and check our logs again. Update complete. Okay. So technically, that should be running now. Localhost and 8081. Nope, not 82, 81. Yeah, Dashy is initializing. Look at that. Now, as it says, it may take a minute or two, but also there's a few times where I've had Dashy error when I was trying to set up a subsystem. So, using straight Linux, I'm hoping this goes right away. If not, check your destination in your container and your configuration file, and use one of the pre-made configuration files to get you started. It says it's building. One day I want to download an editing program, and we'll be able to do cuts in this video or fast forwards. Oh, here we go. And here is the getting started YAML with Dashy. You can look at configuration guides, showcases, documentation. There's even themes on here, which is great. So let's try default. No, I don't think I'm feeling default. What about dark? No. Let's try another one. What is Dracula? Is it red? No, it's purple. Okay, so they've added new themes since I've used it. What about a minimal dark? No. I know I'm making the video longer doing this. Forgive me. Color block maybe? Yeah, we can go with color block. So, how do you add an item? That's the tricky part. So, where is our interactive editor? There we go. For now, we're going to add a new section. For this section, we'll call this media. Section icon, we'll get into icons at another time, or you can read the documentation. You can set icons like this for representing what you want. Like you can get actual home lab icons for Plex, Jellyfin, audio shelf, and all that kind of stuff. Number of rows, number of columns, is collapsed, hide from guest. We'll go ahead and save that. Then we'll add an item. We will call this, actually no, we'll do Jellyfin. Jellyfin. Description. Jellyfin Media Hub. Ooh, big U in that one. Hub. Again, you can set your icon. Now this is where you need to go when you click for Jellyfin. So let's get our Jellyfin from Portainer. And Jellyfin we had on... Well, that's good. We had Jellyfin on port number... Come on, Betty. Where's our ports? Ports. You know what? I'll just do duplicate and edit. Though I'm not editing. Okay, we were 8096. So we are on local host 8096. Our opening method would be a new tab. And then you can display different types of data for this, which we won't really be doing right now. You can look through, like I said, it's very highly customizable. So let's go ahead and save. And right now, oh yeah, so we're gonna save to our disk. Configuration saved. Now there's different ways you can lay things out and use icons and text and how it acts. That's the great thing about Dashy. Now if we click Jellyfin, obviously it's not going to come up because it's not running. So let's go ahead and go back over to Portainer. There's Jellyfin. We'll let it start spinning up. So let's check our log, because it takes Jellyfin a little bit to spin up. Yeah. So while it's spinning up, let's go back over to Dashy. I really do recommend the documentation, like I said, where it's highly customizable. Let's try some other colors while Jellyfin's spinning up. What about Matrix? Ooh, no. That's a no for me. What about Vapor? Ooh, that's bright. Use that. God rest your eyes. Raspberry Jam? Raspberry Jam ain't so bad. Alright, let's go back over to Container and see if Jellyfin has finished spinning up. Looks like it's finished spinning up. Now if we come back over here and we click on Jellyfin. Hello, Jellyfin. Is it because I forgot the HTTP on it? It is. So you need to make sure you get it just right when you're doing stuff too. Let's go back in the editor. We're going to edit Jellyfin. Oh, because I didn't put 8096. I put 80OG. What the heck? So 80. Oh, that is how it looks on here. 8096. Okay, weird. Alright, so we'll take http // and we'll resave that. Save it to our disk. Click Jellyfin. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, whenever you need something, you just save Dashy to your favorites. So there, you got Dashy. Save Dashy. And we'll go ahead and get rid of all of these. Delete bookmark. Delete bookmark. We're going to keep Portainer for now because we need it to do stuff. But you can also put Portainer on your Dashy instance. Let me show you here. So we'll go back to editor configuration. It's not media. So new section. Docker maintenance. No icon. Default 111. We would hide this from guest. Actually, you know what? Since it's only us, we really don't have to hide from guest. Save. Add. We'll call it Portainer. Docker manager. Okay, we can set an icon. Now we need our service URL, which is https localhost 9443. Okay, so now we can save it back to our disk. You can see we have our Docker maintenance over here for Portainer. You can click Portainer, and look at that, straight to Portainer. Alright, I hope that helped you guys. I hope it makes it easier to keep all your stuff organized, and I hope you have fun customizing Dashy. So, anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you next time we do another install.